Hello, welcome to GOT. Today we're going to talk about this microphone, this studio microphone that I'm using. It's made by Moano. It's a PDW, and the W, I believe, is for wireless. This thing is a hybrid dynamic microphone. Let's get to it. So as you saw in the opener, this is the microphone right here by Moano. And this thing is really slick. It is a hybrid. And the reason why they call it a hybrid is because it has several ways to use it. As you can see here on the back, it has an XLR hookup as well as USB direct, and it is wireless. So in this example you see here, I actually have it plugged up to this camera right here as you're looking at it here. And I also have it wirelessly connected to the camera in front of me, and I'll show you how that works in just a moment, so you don't want to miss this. So first off, I want to show you the way this thing works. It's really nice. You can set this thing up so you're kind of chewing on it right here in front of you. I prefer to have my microphones at a distance, as you can see right there. But you notice the audio hasn't really changed much whatsoever. And how do I know this? I'm actually listening to it at the same time through these earbuds, and these are actually Sound Peeps Clip 1s. They work really good and they're comfortable. If you want to check those out, see this video here. But back to this, you can see I've got it quite a bit of distance, and you're not really losing any audio quality whatsoever. Now this microphone does come with this stand here that you see, and of course the microphone. And then it has this really nice spring-loaded mount or shock absorbing mount here, as you can see here how it works, so that it can help absorb sound if there's any movement or anything, like especially here on the desk. Now I want to show you how these settings work on this thing, which is really nice. You can see here, first off, I've got this thing set up so that it does do some noise reduction. Give you an example. I'm going to knock on this table, and as you heard the sound there. Now if you press this down, you'll unpress it, you're going to get our green light. This is the amount of noise reduction you could do. I turned it down all the way. You can hear my air conditioning unit in the background. Knocking on the table is quite loud. It interferes with my talking a little bit. And then if we turn it up, we've got to press it back down to get it back in a noise reduction mode. And then you can turn it. The more green, the more reduction it does. And if you notice, you can no longer hear the AC unit. And even at a distance, it could still pick me up without picking up the AC unit. Now this thing has an RGB light around the outside that you can change in settings on the app on the phone, and I'll show you how that works in just a moment. On the top here, there is a button right here to mute it. So if you want to talk to somebody, you get a phone call or something, and maybe you're on a podcast talking to others, you can just press this button. And what I was just demonstrating, I was talking and you didn't hear a word because it muted it. So those are some really nice features of this. And I'm going to show you how the range works, because this is directional. You can see here, I have the mic pointed at myself. Now I'm going to walk around the table here, and you can see how it changes, because now I'm behind the microphone and the sound. And I think you notice how the bass kind of drops a little bit as I get towards the front of it. You can see the sound much clearer being right in front of the microphone. Okay, now I want to demonstrate how this sounds without the microphone. So in other words, the native mic from the phone itself, and we'll use this S25 Ultra to show you the example. Go ahead and turn the microphone. It's just this button right here in the back. Just press it for a moment, and then it starts to turn. And now you have the microphone on the phone itself picking up the audio. You can see that's quite a bit different. Now you can fix this in post, but you'd rather have the nice clean from the beginning. Makes it a lot easier. Now let's go ahead and show you how this can be set up on that phone, and then we'll look at the app. So as you can see here, I have an S23 Ultra here that I've been doing my recording with. And you can see the little doggo is plugged in right there. And you have pass-through charging, which is really nice. So this will also work wireless. I can unplug that, and it's working right off the phone's power. So that's pretty nifty. Now you can see I'm still recording with this camera, just so I can capture the audio with this microphone still. So you can see I still got the microphone, it's still connected. And now let's go ahead and open up the app and see what's different. So we go ahead and open up the Moano app, and this is actually connected to my S25 Ultra. This is the sound you're hearing, and I'm able to turn it up, control it with another phone. So isn't that slick? So if you want to control it with another device and not have to worry about that camera, that's pretty nice. And what's really cool is you can turn off the noise reduction, and then you hear the AC compressor or the heater running in the background. Turn it back on and it cuts it right on out. So that's a really nifty feature. Now, if you want to change the scene mode, you've got all these different modes here. You can adjust, you can do the light here, and you can see it's called light breathing here. So we can adjust the brightness here of that light on the microphone. And of course, different colors that maybe I want it red to show it's like in recording mode or something. And then you've got a loop here where you can get it to just do a rainbow loop. Now, why this is important to anybody, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to know whether it's off or on. That's all that matters to me. And I'm guessing these game modes are just different presets you could do for audio volume. And whoa, that was interesting. What is that? Oh, if you're singing, give that nice echo. No, sorry, I'm not gonna sing for you. So there you go, the Moano PD200W dynamic microphone. That is a mouthful. But you know what? This thing is great, and it's very versatile with its hybrid ability to use XLR, USB wired, or even wireless USB. Or, yeah, I say wireless because you have that dongle that we showed you earlier that you plug into it. And this thing has a battery that does over 30 hours of live recording. Matter of fact, I've done the last 5 videos without even thinking about charging it. So this is a really good microphone. So check out the deals in the link below in the subscriptions. I can take you straight to the product itself, where you get a great deal right now for Black Friday. You can buy the single mic, as you can see here, for $84.99. Or you can get the 2 mic set for $159.99. So that's $80 for each mic. So that's even a bigger savings if you buy 2 of them for your studio. So if you want to see how this microphone does in recording in a studio setting, check out this last video I did here on the iPad Pro versus the Honor Magic V5. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos featuring news, tech, and gadgets. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, God bless.